Okay, I know that last year, or a lot of people were talking about the first season of the show. I didn't get a chance to talk about it because I just didn't have enough time. Now, or well, of course, I've seen all episodes last year, or when they all first came out. Or, and of course, I've seen all episodes of this season, and the new season, season two, has finally ended. What now? I'm gonna do a review of both season one and season two of Star Wars: The Mandalorian. This was actually the first show to be released on Disney Plus, and when I first watched Disney Plus, when I first turned on Disney Plus when my brother got it, I went straight on to watching the show. Oh, and the first episode was really good. And then as the season kept on going on, it was actually legit awesome. So let me just say this right now that I am in love with this show. Oh, probably my most favorite TV show of all time, along with the Three Stooges. But this one in general is the greatest TV show I've ever seen. I mean, so with that said, on the show was created by Happy Hogan himself. Of Jon Favreau, the director of Chef, Elf, The Lion King remake, and the Jungle Book remake, and Sora and Cowboys vs. Aliens. Which you already know, I'm a big fan of that guy. He's a really great director. My most favorite movie of him so far are both the Jungle Book remake and Chef. His other films what do you call it? Well, his other movies like Elf and The Lion King, I do really enjoy. Yes, I still think The Lion King remake is awesome. But the original is better. Trust me. But I digress. But the story is about a Mandalorian. It's about this Mandalorian played by Pedro Pascal. Who was at first a bounty hunter. But then, like in the first season, he's like doing some bounty stuff. And then on a guy who's was giving him the jobs, Grief of Karga, played by Chubbs from Happy Gilmore himself, of Carl Weathers. Yes, I know he's also Apollo Creed. But I never watched any of those movies. But on one of the missions in the first season, we had to get something, and then of course we see none other than one of the most iconic Star Wars characters, Baby Yoda, which exploded with merchandise. Always with cereal, Lego sets, plush dolls, the whole bunch. Um, but what else? The rest, the rest of the show focuses on him trying to figure out what Baby Yoda really is, and then the next season he's trying to figure out where he belongs and what his trying to find his kind, because we already know that Baby Yoda, or well actually in the second season he is named Grogu, or which Ahsoka Tano, or which we'll get to that in a minute, or basically what he knows about. Oh, there's a very clever twist with Baby Yoda, which I don't want to give away. But what was well, so in the first season we focus on him trying to figure out what he is. So we go on different adventures. He goes to different planets. He comes across a character named Cara Dune, played by Gina Carano, or who you know her, which you may recognize her as Angel Dust from from the first Deadpool movie, the pretty tough lady. Wait, God, she's so beautiful. But I digress. But the Carl Weathers character, or basically does become a good guy at the end. There's another character named Queel, whatever his name is. He's played by Nick Nolte from Over the Hedge as Vincent the Bear. Um, Another character, which is she's a ship repairing lady on Tatooine, and named Pali Amato, played by Amy Sedaris, who I think you may recognize her as this character. Sorry, this camera's not focusing. Mina Loveberry from Star vs. the Forces of Evil. Well, one of the characters I kind of have a crush on in the show. And one of the other episodes we get this other lady, named Fennec Shan. She's played by Mulan and I'm talking about Ming Na Wen, on the original Mulan, not the new actress from the remake of Mulan, Ming Na Wen herself. But there's a they also have to go at the end of the first season. They go across this guy named Moff Gideon, who's an Imperial officer, or whatever he is. So we already know, and and of course Gideon's played by them is going to be the guy who plays as him is going to be the villain in Far Cry 6, which I'm really looking forward to that one as well. On which the character Gideon is really cool. What he does, he's actually a better version of Director Krennic. Like, we already know about the twist ending at the end of the first season. He has the dark saber, which kind of makes him a Mandalorian. Or was he like an actual Mandalorian and stuff? Which I thought was really cool. The first season was really awesome. It was really freaking great. The second season, I'm not gonna lie, this is the best season I've seen so far. This one focuses on him trying to find more Mandalorians that are like more Mandalorians and trying to figure out old Baby Yoda, well Grogu, on where he belongs and what his and trying to find his kind, which because Yoda is because basically Grogu is basically a Jedi, but basically in training, or like he's trying to learn with the Force. Like sometimes sometimes he'll act like a regular Jedi, sometimes he'll act like like a Sith, like when he chokes people and stuff. Of my two favorite episodes. My two favorite episodes, was at first, were both 13 and 14. Or chapter 13 and 14. Um, but the episode before 13, chapter 12, we see the character from the Clone Wars, Bo-Katan, played by Katie Sackhoff. I'm not gonna lie, the actors who did the live version of Bo-Katan, who the character was from the Clone Wars, really did a great job as this character. She looks great. She had the same great hairstyle. She has the same face as the character. I thought that was really freaking cool. When I first saw her. And then episode 13, chapter 13, the Jedi, we see Rosario Dawson as Ahsoka Tano, which I'm not gonna lie, she was perfect as the character. I always loved the original actress who played Ahsoka Tano, trust me. I kind of say that she's a little bit better because I just love her voice in that one and stuff. But to see Rosario Dawson play as Ahsoka Tano, I do want her to play as Ahsoka in the Ahsoka Tano series that Disney is trying to make for Disney Plus. And of course, we already know about the big reveal in the next episode. Boba Fett returns. And he's played by the same guy who played Jango Fett and the other clone troopers in the prequel trilogy. Which I think that's very clever. I think that's a very, very clever choice. He also played Moana's father. Moana's father in Moana. But for him to play as Boba Fett, years later, I thought that was very clever, to pick that kind of guy. So we do see some other characters from the first season as well for they make an appearance. It's the last episode on Bill Punt. I forgot what the character. Hold on. Is it around here? Let's see. 1 second, please. Bill Burr, the guy from the last episode. On chapter 15. The Believer, or I think it was called. He was pretty cool. The last episode was pretty cool. As well. I don't know. Maybe that's my least favorite episode, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's still a really cool episode. But trust me, there's no bad episodes of the show. It's just that. But actually, forget what I said about that being my weakest episode. I need to really think of that. Crap, John Leguizamo was in the show. Oh, that's awesome. Mr. Krabs was in one of the episodes in the first season, which was pretty cool. He played as one of the aliens, and I remember what episode it was. It was the episode when Mando was trying to help this crew member do an escape thing, doing a prison escape thing. And he was and Mr. Krabs himself, Mr. Clancy Brown, he was one of the aliens, which was really cool. So by the time we get to the final episode, the of the rescue, which is probably the perfect. I'm not gonna lie, I think it was perfectly done, and on and I really think it makes a lot of sense. I don't want to spoil it on here for the ending, only because in the last episode, in the other episode, or when we see Boba Fett on chapter 14, when um Ahsoka did tell on the Mando to go to that planet that's basically like an ancient Jedi temple. Oh, and Grogu was on top of this circle thing, this ball looking thing, and it's like on bringing out like calling out to a Jedi in the galaxy to help him out, or to like train him because Ahsoka was unable to train him. So they got a Jedi out there, and I honestly thought, truth be told, I kind of thought it would be like Ezra Bridger because of the final episode of season 4, or he brings a Star Destroyer into space or something, like, and goes into hyperspace, but then he's missing. Like, I kind of thought they would. I kind of actually thought they would bring it back him here too, but to bring this certain character that everyone basically knows, and you probably already know what it is, and the actor who played us in, which I think that's very awesome. Um, kind of makes sense. I mean, actually does make a lot of sense because it ties in to episode 7 because a certain character was training a bunch of Jedi. I'm not trying to spoil the character's name or anything, but you probably already know who I'm talking about. But let's just say that was a perfect season. I mean, actually, a perfect ending to a really perfect season. This is by season 2 by far is the best season. So I think The Mandalorian is by far my favorite show ever. I always get so excited to see what when a new episode comes out. Oh, and that's the first show to be released on Disney Plus. It's by far their best. So there are other shows out there, but I don't plan on seeing them. I plan on seeing WandaVision. I plan on seeing on the Falcon and on the Winter Soldier. But I'm really more excited about the other Star Wars shows, like the Bad Batch from the makers of the Clone Wars cartoon, on the Book of Boba Fett, which you probably saw the post credits of Boba Fett going into Jabba's palace and stuff. That's the only thing I want to say about the post credits. Nothing too big because they obviously announced that they wanted to make a Boba Fett show, and this is what it's called, the Book of Boba Fett, and I'm really looking forward to that next year. All right. Plus, I'm really excited for next season on next year. So, um, that's my thoughts on The Mandalorian seasons 1 and 2, and then next year I'll review season 3. And basically, so if you've seen the show, what did you think? Comment below. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe to the video. Oh, and share the video. Oh, and I am the Bostonian Critic, a massive Star Wars fan. Oh, and I will see you later. Take care.